Welcome to episode 23 of the Ryan Leach podcast, man. I got with me a special guest, man, the head honcho, man, the guy who wears many titles. He's the president of the SNEAB chapter. Y'all welcome my brother, Eric Sellers, man.
Thank you for having me. I truly appreciate it. I'm excited to be on tonight.
Yes, sir, man. Like I said earlier, you are a man of many titles, Mr. Stay Busy, Mr. Stay Working. Let's get it all straight. You AP at ESPN. You the
Yes, sir.
president of the SNEABJ chapter. You chairman on the NABJ Task and Broadcast Force, and now you are running as director of the Region I of NABJ. Man, is that everything? We got
Yes,
everything we
sir.
say.
Yes, sir. That's everything. Wear many hats. I'm blessed with wonderful opportunities. But like you said, associate producer is Penn. I'm the president of the Southern New England Association of Black Journalists. SNEABJ is an NABJ chapter, and then chairman of NABJ's Broadcast Task Force. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. This a workaholic. Stay busy, stay working. Like you said, highly favored and blessed, man. So I'm glad to have you on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man. So I just want to start with the beginning, man. How we met. I know I was blowing you down. Like, I gotta get in SNEABJ, man. I gotta get in, bro. I was like, I'm trying to join a chapter. So you hit me back eventually, and you was like, man, come on. After I was on, I'm like, oh, it's an open seat, let me try to get a membership share. And after that, everything just worked out, man. So is that how you would call it, or anything
Oh,
different?
for sure, for sure. I believe you reached out. You were eager to join, and we appreciate that. And now we're excited to have you not only as a member, but on our executive board. But that is
Sure.
correct. You reached out, and I appreciate the enthusiasm for our board. You're a great addition, and we want people that bring excitement, bring energy, and you one of those people. And I think that's why we get along so well.
For sure, bro, already. So speaking on SNEABJ, can you just talk about what it is that you do for Southern New England and some of the things that SNEABJ brings to the community and black journalism around the area?
Certainly. So, SNEABJ, we're an NABJ chapter in the New England area. We have members in Southern Massachusetts, and the core membership is in Connecticut and Rhode Island. So, we're a multi state chapter. Typically, we have events in Connecticut and events in Rhode Island. Most of the members who would join us in Massachusetts just join the Boston chapter, which we totally understand. So, typically, we have events in Connecticut, we have events in Rhode Island. We do a lot of volunteering. We do a lot of giving back, and we enjoy coming together just to network and help each other out. So our most recent event, we partnered with ESPN for a recruiting fair, a virtual recruiting fair, hit of NABJ. You were a guest speaker on that panel, and we also had NABJ President Ken Lemon join us, which was amazing. In addition to that, we've been partnering with the Hartford chapter of the Boys and Girls Club, and we've enjoyed that partnership. And there's been a ton of events, and we truly enjoyed it. And we look forward to partnering with them and other nonprofits in the area, just continue to give back, network, and have a great time in our region.
For sure, man. You said it, man. If y'all located in the New England chapter in the New England area and you looking to join, we are the right group for you, man. Like Eric said, we stay working, we stay partnering up, we stay putting on these panels. We had a big turn up, about 50, 60 people on the last panel, man, giving out real game, real knowledge and stuff like that. We always giving back any way we could. And we giving back to the community. We partnering up with the Boys
Interesting.
and Girls Club, doing stuff around the community, things local to just raise awareness of the chapter. So we are definitely the chapter for you, man. Now let's talk
Yes.
about what you do at ESPN, man. You a social producer, like you said. What's some of your day to day and some of the tasks that involve what you do at ESPN?
Yes. So as a social producer, I'm in event production, so I do live sporting events. So I just wrapped up work in NBA Summer League. It was a lot. There's a lot of games in a short amount of time, but I was the graphics producer on those games. So um, every I had two games a day, and everything you saw on the screen with words or points or anything of that nature, that's all coming from me and my role. So just being on top of the scorebook and being on top of every graphic we pop up, that was my role. And then I also worked on the NBA draft and NFL draft and having graphics roles as well. So I worked on my sixth NFL draft and my sixth NBA draft. So that was
That's a
awesome.
blessing. No, that's a blessing. Like you said, you pop up the different names and different things like that, the different scores. What was some of the most challenging things that you had to do at the NBA draft? Like you said, we're talking about a live event, y'all, especially the NBA draft. It's so many trades, you know what I'm saying? Like one player could technically be going to this team, but then we got to present it like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that stuff going on. So, what was the most challenging thing working the NBA draft and some of the things you have to work around?
I would say the most challenging thing was the trades, as you mentioned. Different. What's different from the NFL draft? Once the trade happens, it's approved, and then that player is drafted by that team. The NBA, you can agree on a trade, but it's approved maybe a week later or 2 weeks later. So just keeping track of all that. We had someone with us who was from your team, actually, the research team, to help us out. Shout out to Zach. He was helping us make sure we were on top of all the trades, but pick 10 can get traded, but when they call the player's name, they're showing the original team. Oh, he was drafted by the Hornets. Meanwhile, he's actually going to the Wizards. So, and then there's a lot of trades, especially day two. At one point, each year is different, but one draft, I want to say over or roughly half of the picks in the second round were traded. So it's a lot to stay on top of. But in the end, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, oh, we got through it. We had everybody on the correct team. That's what matters most.
For sure, yeah. Shout out Zach Lewis, part of the research team that was on that. That's where we kind of step into. It's like we're the research team. We're the ones that's putting the package together on all these players, these little information, these stories that y'all see on TV. We're the ones putting those together, getting the stats, getting the information. When the guy pops up, oh, first team All ACC, 24 points per game, third in the ACC, things like that. We're the ones that put those things together. And then, like you said, Eric, the producer, he puts him. He's the one who pops him on the screen, makes everything's organized, gets all that information, makes everything lined up. So it kind of goes hand in hand how we work together. So a little behind the scenes for y'all,
Certainly, teamwork makes the dream work.
sure. So enough with the ESPN and things like that. Now, as far as we talked about SNEABJ and the things we do as president, can you involve me in some of the tasks and maybe the day to day that you might see, or just different tasks that you oversee as president of SNEABJ?
Certainly, I feel like as president, honestly, I do it all. So we have an amazing executive board, but I think in the end, everything falls on my shoulders. Whether it's delegating the task or just handling it myself. For me, I know that we all have busy lives, so a lot of times I don't mind. You know, hey, we need to plan an event. I'll do everything. So I create flyers. I create correspondence with whoever we're partnering with. So we recently partnered with ESPN, reached out to ESPN, set up meetings with ESPN. We recently had a tie drive in the space tournament. So reaching out to the nonprofit that we were partnering with that. So just creating lines of communication with potential partners or sponsors, but then also staying on top of meetings, staying on top of marketing. All right, are we going to have this event in person? Are we going to have it on Zoom, creating a Zoom link? And then I take pride in my flyers. I feel like they're
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, they be fire.
But
They be fire.
but we also have a great team. So when I'm busy, our outgoing director of communications, Zoe Knox, she would step up and she would do flyers. And then if she was busy, I would take care of flyers. But I pretty much have my hands in multiple pots. But as president, I'm up for the task and I enjoy it. But it's just seeing everything through, and then also just making sure we're buttoned up with NABJ. So we have an audit that we have to do, and then we also have quarterly reports, just giving an update on what our chapter is doing, just taking care of all of that, and then also making sure the needs of members are met. So I try to reach out to members. We send emails out. We try to stay active on social media, just let them know what we have coming up, listen to any concerns. Some members may have issues that may occur, whether at their job or social media, whatever the case may be. And I'm here to be an ally, a resource, and a tool to support our members.
For sure, bro. You said it directly. I don't know how y'all presidents are, but he is a hands-on president. Like I know some of they might give out tasks and the president like just sit back like, dang, president don't do that is not man Eric, man. He got his hands in everything. He's like you say, he even putting the flyers down, he hitting everybody up. So he not just one of them presidents that just sit back and let everybody else. Nah, he got his hand in everything, which is good. You know what I'm saying? You want a president that got his boots on the ground. So shout out to you for that.
No, of course, happy to help.
Now, as the chairman of NABJ Broadcast and Task Force, what's some of the things that involve your day to day? And I believe you were elected chairman sometime this year, right?
Yes, so I'm coming up on my actually. So I was elected chair right around the convention last year. So this is my I'm coming up my 1 year anniversary of serving as chairman. But the year before that, I served as co-chair. So I co-ran our NABJ task force with an amazing co-chair, Chelsea Jones. NABJ has tweaked their rules where now they would like to have one chairman or chairwoman and then a deputy chair. So I was elected chairman. So technically, I've been chair for 2 years, one as a co-chair and one as chairman. But with that, I oversee a national task force, which is awesome. So since it's a national arm of NABJ, my goal is to have virtual events that everyone can attend no matter what state you're in, or even if you're out of the country, having something to keep every member of the broadcast task force engaged. So we recently had a general body meeting where we had one of the founders of NABJ, Allison Davis, join us, and she gave advice. She talked about the beginning days and years of NABJ. And then it was just great for everyone to connect and get to know one of our amazing founders. So coming up with events that can service all our members. And even if you're not a member of the broadcast test, if you're a member of NABJ, or if you're even remotely interested in being a member of NABJ, creating events for you to join and learn more about NABJ, or just, hey, I may not have the funds to join NABJ, but I'm interested in this specific topic. So we had a event not too long ago. It was titled "Being Black and Aging Well," and we had a caregiver coach on, and she talked about things you can do to just age gracefully as a Black person. And she also gave tips for taking care of your loved ones as they continue to get older. And then also for Women's History Month, I planned an event, and we had the five young ladies, or five of the young ladies on our executive board, come together for an amazing panel just celebrating Black women. So just coming up with unique ways to keep our members engaged is part of my role, and I truly enjoy it.
So I told y'all, man, he stayed busy. My man stayed working. It's no off days. Always putting on events. Always doing something to give back, man. That's why we love you, man. That's why you're doing such a great job. Now let's talk about you are running as Region I Director of NABJ. Um, why do you think you'd be such a perfect fit for this role? And what's some of the things that you think you would bring to this role if elected?
Certainly. So I'm interested in running for this role because our chapter is in Region One, and I'm passionate about supporting our region. So for me, it's all about supporting every member inside Region One. So that goes down to Virginia and all the way up the East Coast. So we're the Northeast region, Region One. We have chapters up in Boston, and then all the way down to Hampton Roads, and just making sure that everyone is seen, everyone's voice is heard. But then also, one of the things I'm very big on is having year-round activation. Our current Region One director did an awesome job and planned our Region One conference, which I thought was an amazing event. But I also feel like there's more to offer our members of Region One. So my goal is to continue to have programming throughout the year, just as I've done with SNEABJ and for the Broadcast Task Force. I've been doing it. I've been creating the events. I've been creating virtual events. I've been finding ways to give back and finding ways to get people in front of recruiters. And I want to do that on a bigger scale. So I want to focus on each and every member, year-round programming. And then I also want to take time to support our student journalists and our emerging journalists, specifically our student journalists. As president of SNEABJ, I recently planned an event for the Morgan State student chapter of NABJ. I went out, I found alumni that are NABJ members and had them come back and chat with the students at Morgan State University. And I want to, not even I want to, my plan is to do that for every chapter that's a student chapter in our region. So whether it's as Region One director or as SNEABJ president, I'm going to do the work regardless. I'm committed to uplifting our young professors and our student journalists. So I hope I'm elected, but if not, the work doesn't stop. you and I and the rest of our SNABJ team, we're going to continue to give back. We're going to continue to uplift. But that's what is very important to me. It's just giving back to our region because I think that's what matters most. Finding opportunities, finding ways to engage, and then finding ways to network. We're spaced out. We have several miles in between each chapter, but that's no excuse for us not to come together and have virtual events and have other opportunities outside of our Region 1 convention.
For sure, for sure. Great point. That was going to be my next question is we have so many chapters in the Region 1 area. Like you said, it ain't just Southern New England, it's Baltimore, it's New York, it's Philly, even Virginia, all the way down there. So that was great to hear how you've been planning to involve everybody, get us all connected. So yeah, that was my next question. So great job with that. Black journalists, we face challenges all the time in the newsroom, from lack of advancement, might not be treated fairly, microaggressions. What role should NABJ Region 1 play in addressing that and helping some of those black journalists deal with that in the newsroom, especially new black journalists who might not be accustomed to that?
Certainly, NABJ Region 1 should be a resource for you to come to the director, but as well as your chapter presidents and this general members and get advice, get real life training and tools to succeed. So, as part of my commitment to doing virtual events, I want to have trainings where we have seasoned professionals come back and give the game to the younger professionals. Hey, this is what I went through. This is how I was able to navigate through these microaggressions. This is how I was able to navigate through someone treating me unfairly or having haters. But utilize your elders, utilize your OGs. I feel like I'm starting to get to OG status now,
Man, yeah,
but
me too, guys, me too.
we're getting up there, but we're going to be the
Mhm.
ones to pay it forward, and we both are.
Yeah,
Just as you spoke on the panel, not over a week ago, and I was able to speak on the panel recently, just sharing our testimony, sharing our experiences. That's what we should do as a region. It could be someone in DC that went through the same situation someone in Boston is going through. Why not connect? So, as your regional director, you tell me your concern, you tell me what you're going through, and I'm going to find a solution for it. So whether that's me utilizing my resources or utilizing NABJ's resources as a whole, but we're here for you, and I'm going to support every member. And even if I'm not Region 1 Director, you can reach out to me as SNEABJ President. You can reach out to me as Chairman of NABJ's Broadcast Task Force. You reach out to me as Eric. I'm always going to be there to help and give a lend a hand to my fellow brother and sister.
for sure. And yeah, he ain't lying about that, y'all. You always one reach away, one text away, one DM away. Very reachable, you know what I'm saying? He ain't someone that all the way you can't reach him. He's very hands on, very direct. So he ain't lying about that. Now, as we just talked about, like we said, we talked about some of the things that black journalists might face in the newsroom. Now it's a whole nother problem just getting into the newsroom. You know how hard it is to
So,
get into this business and just find a footing even. So for young black journalists that's trying to find a footing in this business and just trying to get into it, how are some of the ways that you plan on helping just create jobs and maybe just not create jobs, but opportunities and ways for people to find these opportunities in our region?
Oh, certainly. So I'm excited that we, for the second year in a row, partnered with ESPN to have a virtual recruiting fair, and I want to do that on a grand scale. So not just with ESPN, but with other companies, especially the ones who have home bases in our region, reaching out to them to have virtual events where they can recruit black talent and get them in the company. Because it's great to have the opportunity to chat with them at the NABJ convention, but what if you can't attend an NABJ convention? All right, well then we have our regional convention which just came back. What if you can't attend a regional convention? There's multiple ways where you should be able to get in front of recruiters, let them know who you are, and just get a chance. And that's what I'm going to give everyone a chance. Just like we had our virtual event with ESPN, I already have other companies who are interested, and I've been reaching out because the one thing I don't want to do is get elected and not practice what I preach or not live up to the promises. So whether it's going to be a SNEABJ event or a Region 1 event, I'm already starting to have those conversations. How can I get recruiters in front of those who need a job or are looking for a new job? And that's what I'm committed to is just giving opportunities to our black journalists.
For sure. And yeah, speaking on that panel that we threw last week, like you said, is people was getting jobs, man. People was getting opportunities. Shout out to our director, Kevin O'Donnell. He was our McDonald. He was writing down names. He was taking information. So like you said, we preaching what we ain't just talking. Like I said, we out there. I'm seeing it firsthand. He out here doing it. So
Yes,
overall, man, why do you feel like NABJ and SNEABJ? We'll just talk about NABJ. Why do you feel like NABJ is just so important to Black journalists and just around the area nationwide? Why is it so important to you to be elected, or not even be elected? Because you said you're gonna do this regardless if you elected or not. But why is just NABJ? Can you just speak on the importance that it brings to people and Black journalism specifically?
certainly. So NABJ is important because it's now allowing you to create an extended family of like-minded individuals and creating a new support group. So for me, NABJ is family. When we're both going to NABJ convention in a little over or almost a week away, it's going to be like a family reunion. It's going to be great to see people who I've met via social media or I've met at previous NABJ conventions, but having that family, but also that support group. You look like me, you know what I've gone through, you've gone through something similar. Even if you haven't, you may know someone that can help me. And NABJ is adding to your family. We support one another, and sometimes we are all we have. So just having someone that can help you when you need a lend a hand. Sometimes it's, hey, I can't afford to go to the convention. Can you help me? Can you give me some funds? Can you find a scholarship or grant? And that's what your NABJ community, NABJ family is about. It's about supporting one another and looking out for one another. And I think that's very crucial, and I think that's very key. Whether it's a job opportunity for me, I've found grants for emerging journalists to attend the convention. But what I always like to do, if ESPN sends me, I offer up a bid in my room. Hey, you don't have enough funds to get a hotel, you can stay with me. Don't wild out, of course, but here's a bid, so that way that takes away several $100s you have to spend on a hotel Airbnb. You can crash with me. Now let's figure out ways to get you into the convention, whether it serves as a volunteer or is this scholarship available, is this grant available. But that's what the NABJ family is. But I'm not the only one doing that. It's widespread. Everyone's supporting one another. Everyone's looking out for one another. And I think that's why NABJ is so important. It's having that family member you can lean on when times get rough. Having that family member when things are going well that can clap for you, pat you on the back, celebrate you, uplift you. That's what it's all about.
For sure, man. Great point. Now, you spoke on this a little bit earlier. Students make up half of NABJ and they play a key role into it. I know you already spoke about how you'll get students more involved in NABJ. But I gotta have a question for the students. Just looking forward, if you were elected as director, what's some of the ways that you would try to maintain students' retention in NABJ? And afterwards when students are looking for jobs? I know you already spoke about this as well, but some of the pipelines and things that you would help them out with jobs and also maintaining retention after these students go and graduate, making sure that they still in the chapter, that they're still involved, that we're still reaching out and helping them as well.
Certainly. I feel like if you offer the support that every student needs, then they're going to want to stay and they're going to want to stay committed to NABJ. So that's my goal, is to offer the support. And what that's going to look like, helping to fundraise for each chapter with the current administration cutting costs on DEI, and some chapters don't have the funds they once had um, over a year ago. So finding ways to raise funds for these chapters, finding ways to find sponsors for this chapter, I'm committed to doing that. But then also, as I mentioned, connecting virtually and giving back with finding alumni who can come back and give advice. Who's going to look out for you than someone who knows exactly what you're going through and went to the same university. So finding notable alum, finding your family. So I feel like you have your NABJ family, and then you have even closer knit family, which are the NABJ members who attended the same university as you. Utilizing my network and social media and LinkedIn to find those people who know exactly what you're going through, have been in your shoes, and connecting you with them is something that I'm wholeheartedly going to do. And I'm going to, well, not even going to do. I've already started doing that, and I'm going to continue to do that.
For sure, for sure. Like you said, they do, man. Howard, we was at Region I. Howard deep. Howard deep there. It's a whole, you know what I'm saying? The HBCUs are well represented. That's one thing I could definitely say about
Certainly.
NABJ.
And I'm an HBCU baby myself. I attend the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, UMES. So HBCU love to my HBCU family.
For sure, for sure. Now, man, last question for you. Looking back, if you are elected as director, looking back three, because you got a re-election what every 2 years.
Yes, sir. Every 2 years. So you can only do two consecutive terms. So a max of 4 years consecutive, and then there, I believe. Well, I'm not going to talk about loopholes and stuff, but you do two terms, and then that's it. There is a potential to come back after, uh, some time, but 4 years max in a row.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's say you're elected this upcoming election, and let's say you get reelected for another term. After 4 years, you look back. Well, how would you measure success? What are some of the things that you look like? Okay, this changed. This changed. My tenure was good. My tenure was good, and I achieved what I wanted to achieve. What's some of those things?
Certainly, having year-round events, active, or having an active region, I think is very important. So, if all goes well, God willing, and I'm elected for two terms, I'm 100% confident. I'll look back and be proud of the work that I've done. That's creating opportunities for students, creating opportunities for emerging journalists, and creating opportunities for all journalists. Having networking events, having events with recruiters, and then also just being there for every member in the region. As you mentioned, I'm happy to connect. I'm happy to help others, and I feel like in those 4 years, I want to look back and say, "Hey, I helped every single chapter in our region, both professional chapters and our student chapters." I'm going to be able to look back and see the programming that I created in the virtual events, as well as the in-person events and the regional conferences, and look back and just be proud of the work that I put in because I'm committed to this work. I also want to mention that I was elected NABJ's 2025 Angelo B. Henderson Community Service honoree. So I've been doing the work, and I'm committed to continue to do the work. So in 4 years, I'm going to smile. I'm going to be proud. I'm going to be happy of everything that I was able to accomplish. And it's because of every member within the region, the help of you all, and just my love for all of you.
The show, bro. Well said. Well said. Congratulations on that award as well. I know I already told you, but if you ain't know, there you go again. And also, I want to let everybody know if you are a member at NABJ, voting ends August 8th. So if you are a member, an active voting member, we already got the emails. If not, go on at NABJ website, I believe. You can vote there. Check your emails. Voting ends August 8th.
Yes, sir. Please vote Eric Sellers for NABJ Region I Director. I'm going to support you. I'm here to uplift and be an ally and a resource for you. So I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. And whether I win or not, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. You can connect with me on Instagram at Exclusive EBS, as well as Twitter on Exclusive EBS. I'm happy to just connect with everyone watching. I'm happy to support you any way I can.
Yes, sir. Before we get out of here, man, what's one thing people got to know about you? What's one thing that you just want the voters to know? Our last closing remarks before we get out of here. What's something that they got to know about you, or what's something if you elected, you know that hey, he gonna handle this for sure.
Oh, of course. What I'll say is NABJ changed my life almost 9 years ago. I was in Washington D.C. There wasn't an NABJ chapter near my undergrad university, but when I was in grad school at Georgetown University, someone mentioned NABJ to me, and they said, "Hey, I know you're looking for a job. You should check out this conference." So fast forward to the 2016 NABJ conference in Washington D.C. I had a job, but it wasn't a job I wanted. I was hungry. I was like, I want to go get a job at ESPN. That was my dream job. And I went. I didn't have enough funds to register, but I put on my best suit and tie, and I was blessed with ESPN being at the front of the NABJ convention. And I was able to meet a recruiter from ESPN, and that changed my life. And I vowed that after NABJ changed my life and getting me that opportunity to get a job at ESPN, and I've been there for 7+ year or 8+ years, and the time is flying by. But I've been with ESPN for 8+ years, and I vowed to support NABJ and pay it forward. So just like NABJ changed my life, I want to make sure NABJ can change your life by finding that opportunity, finding that connection, finding that resource that can just get things on the right track or amplify what you're already doing, help you get that promotion. So I'm committed to this work. I've been doing it since I became a member of NABJ. I've been doing the local level with SNEABJ. I've been doing the national level with the NABJ Broadcast Task Force. I'm committed to the work, and I'm going to keep doing the work for each and every one of you. So vote me because again, I'm going to be your biggest fan. I'm going to be your biggest resource. And as I mentioned, NABJ changed my life. So I'm going to make it my goals that it can change your life as well.
So, man, what else y'all need to hear, man? Click. I'm gonna drop the link in the comments, man. Click the link if you're an active member. If you're not an active member, shoot, start one up right now. Vote for this man. I don't know what else y'all need to hear. Like I said, voting is already open right now. It closes August 8th. Vote Eric Sellers as president, man. Like I said, I don't know what else y'all got to hear, man.
I
And
would say Eric Sellers, the Region I Director.
oh yeah, that.
No, I
I
appreciate
take
the
that.
support.
Yeah, yeah,
Eh,
yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
got
yes,
yeah,
sir.
well, yeah. I got my campaign bag. Facts. Everyone is Regional I Director, man. Like I said, I'm gonna drop the link in the description. If you are an NABJ member, go do that. If not, you can always sign up. And if you do sign up, and if you are in our chat in our area, join SNEABJ local chapter, man. It's been a blessing having you on, brother. Like I said, man, one of the hardest working men I know. He ain't lying. He'll take the own shirt off his back, help anybody out, man. I've seen it firsthand. So what more do y'all need to hear? And y'all can see us, like I said, y'all can see us both next week at NABJ. We will both be at
Yes,
Cleveland.
sir.
We will
Can't
both
wait.
be
You
ambassadors. Yes, sir. We both gonna be at the booth, man. So
come to
y'all
the
can reach
ESPN
us.
booth. We gonna do our best to get you a job.
But so yeah, yeah. Come to the ESPN booth. Come see us, man. Like you said, we're gonna do our best to get you a job. My brother, appreciate you having on, man. This was great. Hey, if y'all don't know what else I gotta hear, man. You know what I'm saying?
Much
So
love. I'm happy to do it again. I know we didn't get into sports this time, but
yeah,
shoot,
yeah.
after the convention, in 2 weeks, let's run it back. Let me get some of my hot takes off.
Yeah, yeah, y'all ain't hear no sports talk from this man. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. We gonna see about that.
Ah, see, he's
Nah.
scared. He's running away from the smoke.
Hey man, appreciate you appreciate you coming on, man. Episode 23, man. We out.
Peace.